I believe something historical is replaying out again, and I believe it's from a biblical perspective. So some people may see this as sort of a prophetic sort of thing. Um, the Bible does reference that there's nothing new under the sun. That is one of the scriptures. It's always the same old bag of tricks that the enemy tries to use on people to kill, steal, and destroy, because that's all he comes to do. But basically, in a biblical context, I think historically speaking, if you don't want to get into the whole prophetic message of this timely interpretation that I have, I believe the reason why people have to work 2 jobs right now just to get by, or why so many people are working like double the amount of hours or having to work twice as hard for an employer that's putting the pinch on them, the reason why people have to do double the amount of work as before, have to have side hustles, have to have all these extra streams of income coming in, selling things online, all this. I believe it is a reference to what the Jews had to do in Exodus, where basically the Pharaoh in Egypt back then, he took away the straw away from the Jews, so they had to make bricks without straw. And the straw was required to make the bricks in order to make the job easier and faster. And yeah, it was necessary to have the straw. The straw was an ingredient in the brick making process. But the Pharaoh at the time took away the straw, and their quota to make the same amount of straw did not go away. They still had to make the same quota as before, but they had to go collect their own straw. So that meant they had to do double the amount of work in the same amount of time. The same quota for the same day, but twice the amount of work. And I think that there's well, I don't want to get too much into it, because then people start thinking I'm all woo-woo about this stuff. But I do think that there's a spiritual aspect to the oppressive nature of really just the the workforce that we're in right now, the job market, between supervisors sort of having like this mentality of almost like a slave driver, but that's not really like, I know in America we tend to think of slavery in a certain way, but I do think that there is some sort of prophetic parallel right now between the Jews in Egypt having to pay high taxes and having to do double the amount of work in the same amount of time. And I do think there's parallels there. I think that we're living in a similar time. I think that a lot of people are struggling with the same issues that they were. And also one thing that Pharaoh mentioned in the book of Exodus, one thing that he said was that he told the Jews that you're idle, you have too much free time. You have too much free time. You need to work harder, you need to work more. But this was just another oppressive way to optimize productivity. This was a more oppressive way to squeeze every last ounce of productivity, every last ounce of value out of these Jewish people in the middle of Egypt. So I think we can see kind of the same thing in the workforce today. We see corporations wanting to get the squeeze on everyone to optimize, maximize, and basically just bow to to the profits, the almighty profits, the bottom dollar, not the actual like prophetic voices or whatever. I'm just mean like I'm not talking about like a profit, but I'm talking about like money. But I don't know. That's just sort of what my take is. I think we're in a similar situation right now. But make of that what you will. Please like and subscribe for more content if you like this video. I'm going to try to make some more videos more often, but I've been just putting it off because I don't know. I won't bore you with the details, but I'll try to make some more videos sometime soon. And take care.